And I know you could be many places and this amazing event. So share with our audience, why was it important for you to be here?
Okay, well, it was important for me to be here tonight because I grew up with Ebony magazine. You know, I was the one who used to actually save magazines. You didn't throw away Ebony, and you didn't throw away Essence. And I also, was inspired to pursue modeling because of the Ebony Fashion Fair shows. That was my first introduction to the industry. And I would go, I'm from Alabama. The show would come to Alabama, and I would go, and I'd be like, oh my God, maybe this is something that I could pursue as a career. I didn't even know that could be a career.
Is there a particular memory or picture you remember from the magazine that you saw, like from your experience getting the magazines? Is there one thing that stands out?
Oh, wow. I just loved all the covers. I always found, as an African-American woman, child at the time, young woman at the time, I was just always inspired to see, other African-American people doing amazing things. And, it was just very motivating and inspiring.
We're going into 2019, so if there's one major platform you want to focus on for next year, what would that be?
One major platform. Well, I'm on a pretty big one now, Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is awesome. As an entrepreneur, I get to showcase and promote all the different businesses that I have going on. I would say just, to continue to have the option to do that and create my own platforms. My boyfriend and I, we've been together for almost a year now, and we have some things that we're, excited to work on together. Yes.
Well, you look amazing. Congratulations, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Whatever you want to call yourself, the expert. But tonight is an amazing night, and you're here. So how important is it for you to be here tonight?
It's very important for me to be here tonight. I have a tremendous opportunity to be honored with some very outstanding individuals that come from African American descent, and they represent everything that African Americans have been representing for years, and pride and integrity and hope, and I'm just very glad to be a part of this very exclusive group.
So how did you feel when you found out you were being honored?
I was over the moon. I've always been a big fan of everything Ebony, and read the magazines growing up and watched different people that I see on television and see in sports grace the cover, grace the pages, and so for me to actually be in the magazine and being honored by the magazine is a tremendous honor for me.
Well, lots of young men look up to you. So if you can offer any words of advice to young men today, what would that be?
I always go by the thing. I have two young black men. My two sons are 12 and 14. We live by 3 rules in my house. Rule number 1 is love and respect everybody you come in contact with. You may not agree with them, you may not like them, but you love them and you respect them. Rule number 2 is that we don't use the word can't, simply because the Bible says that we can do all things through Him who strengthens us. So we live that word, we believe it. And then the third one is to be your best. And if you get a C on a test or a D on a test, as long as it's your best, you or anyone else around you can never be disappointed.
Wonderful words of advice, but of course, before you leave the carpet, we need your social media so fans can find you, follow you, and stay in touch.
All right, they can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Titus O'Neil, WWE, at Titus O'Neil, WWE.
And congratulations on being honored tonight. Thank you.